was a VCU student for the past 3.5 years. They brought me in for a callback for once and offered me the part. I took that. And then I got to meet J. Michael Zygo, who was our music captain. He took me aside like the third day of rehearsal. He's like, hey, I'm possibly going to be directing the next national tour of Once. Do you want to be a part of it? And I said, absolutely. Here I am. I'm 5 minutes before my bus call, and I couldn't be happier. I'm having a great time, and I'm so grateful for the experiences in Richmond that led to me being here.
Well, I'd done a lot of shows, a lot of musicals, and I thought, let's bump up my game a little bit. So I went to New York, and I learned how to wait tables. I was in a regional tour with Tom. It's called The Magical Land of Oz. Not a great show, but I met Tom. When I got back to Virginia, we were doing a little musical review, and I thought, oh, I know this guy from out of town, and he's handsome and tall and sings well. So he said, sure, I'll come down for that one show.
So I spent several years going back and forth. Always had my foot in here at the Mill, but tried some things in New York. I found that I really enjoyed working more than I enjoyed looking for work. And Richmond always let me do that.
I was doing the acting thing in New York. I was ready after 12 years to start a new life. My first job here was at Cat Theater, and I stayed because I saw there were lots of opportunities to work.
People will say to me, where are you from? And I say, I'm from Richmond. And they'll say, well, why are you in Richmond? I have to tell them that there's some incredible performers and artists working in the community that are able to raise a family. Maybe the cost of living is not so high.
People that come into Richmond are surprised that, we've got some acting chops, we've got some wonderful designers, wonderful directors here.
When you bring in somebody from out of town and they have a great time here in Richmond, both at your theater and in the town, then the word about what a great place Richmond is travels with them.
Becca Ayers, who was the lead in Fun Home, to be able to create these relationships with Broadway people, Broadway stars who would not know I existed, and to have them become part of my circle and to support each other.
I've worked in New York and off-Broadway and Los Angeles, and about the last 10 years I've been back in Texas, and I wanted to work up here since I was spending more time than in Texas, and I had a wonderful experience working with Michael Jarrett. Once a year, I bring him down to Texas to do the lighting and all the projections.
This theater world is very small, and you're not going to go long in this world without finding other people from other communities and making that connection that will last the rest of your career. So having these people come in will broaden your career in ways down the road that you won't even realize until years later.
Richmond is one of the most vibrant and dynamic and tight-knit theater communities probably in the entire country. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we are so fortunate to have that.
I think it's really important that we not be threatened by people that come, but that we accept them and embrace them for what we can learn.
We need to remember how lucky we are as a community.
Come into our community, let's make each other better.
I think if we can make those people feel welcome, wow them, send them off into, to wherever they're from, we're going to spread some seeds of positivity to those larger markets and let them know that Richmond's a force to be reckoned with.